Hello, good morning students. So today we will start a new chapter, that is atomic structure. In this chapter we will read that what is atom, and many scientists contributed to give us the model of the atom. So it is not possible to tell you each story of the development of this atomic structure. You will read that in higher classes. So in this chapter we will describe only few stages of development of the structure of atom. So let's start with this chapter. So let's start with atom and molecule. So all matter, so we know that atom is a building block of matter. Matter is what? Anything that occupies space and have some mass is called matter. So all matter in this nature is made up of few elements, and this elements exists as atom or molecule. These molecules of an element are made up of the atoms of the same kind or of different type. The different type, molecules of compound are made up of the atoms of different type, but molecules of an element are made up of the atoms of the same type. Okay. Thus, the molecules of compounds contain atoms of different elements. Now, further, many experiment has been done by these great scientists. We will learn one by one. About atoms and molecules, we will see here that atoms of different elements differ from each other in their properties, like atoms of hydrogen and atoms of oxygen, both having different properties. Means atoms of hydrogen having different property and atoms of oxygen also having different properties. You know that atom word has been taken from a Greek word, that is atomos, which means indivisible. Suppose you have a piece of paper and you are dividing it. So you divide it further and further into halves. Till what stage can you reach so that you are not able to divide it further? So years back, a great philosopher named Democritus, it's given in your Greek model of an atom, came up with the ideas of atom. Atom comes from the Greek word atomos, which means indivisible. So according to Democritus, anything which is divided can be divided up to the stage when it reaches atom. So atom is basically the smallest indivisible unit. Nothing can be divided further atoms. So everything in the world, from a table to chair to books, everything that you see around you is made up of atoms. So it's given that atom of the same type or different type combine in a fixed ratio to form bigger particles. Not very bigger, but as compared to atom, it is bigger. So such particles were later named as compound. Atoms by Dalton and molecules by Avogadro. Okay. So molecules, as we know, that it can exist independently in nature, but atoms, do they exist? No, they do not exist independently. Atoms do not exist independently, but molecules can exist independently as they are more stable, and it shows all the properties of the substance. So it was proposed that atoms are the building blocks of matter. Atoms of all elements are neutral, that is, there is no net electrical charge on them. That means atom having no negative charge, no positive charge, these are neutral. So let's discuss the model of an atom. So in present, we know the model of an atom was not developed by one single scientist. So over the centuries, many scientists worked on this model of atom. So some important atomic models we are going to learn in this chapter, like Maharshi Kannad's model of an atom. He was a great Indian sage in Vedic period. According to him, a pure substance is broken down into smaller pieces. A stage is reached where no further subdivision is possible. He called that stage Anu. Each Anu of a substance has the same properties. He further believed that each Anu may be or may not made up of two or more still smaller particles. So he called these particles Parmanu. According to him, a Parmanu is the ultimate smallest unit of matter. Again, the term atom comes here. So every scientist talks about atoms only in different way. Now I told you about this Democritus. It's here in the Greek model of an atom. You read this one. Okay. So till now we know that atoms are so small that they are not visible by naked eyes. Now let's see about John Dalton's atomic model. A great scientist named John Dalton also proposed his model, and he named that model based on his name only, that is John Dalton's atomic model. So he gave few postulates of his theory, which is known as Dalton's atomic theory. Now the first postulate is all matter are made up of very small particles called atoms. Means small particles come up together and form matter. Now atoms, second postulate is atoms can neither be subdivided nor changed into one another. Understood that atoms cannot be further subdivided. Third postulate, atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. You cannot create an atom nor you can destroy an atom as a result of a chemical change. Atom retain their identity during any chemical reaction. Suppose if any chemical reaction takes place, then in that chemical reaction, if any atom is involved, then that atom retain its identity during the whole process of chemical reaction. Fourth postulate, all atoms of an element are identical and different from those of the other element. Means suppose if hydrogen atom is there, then that atom is different from oxygen atom. Correct? Means the atoms of hydrogen are identical and different from that of atoms of oxygen element. Now you see atoms combine in the ratio of whole number, that is 1:1, 1:2, 2:3, simple whole number ratio to form compound atoms. The compound atoms of a particular substances are identical in all properties and different from those of the other substances. The next topic is J.J. Thomson model of an atom. So a scientist named J.J. Thomson, he also gave his model of an atom, and he called that model J.J. Thomson's plum pudding model of an atom. So according to this model, an atom is considered to a sphere of uniform positive charge, and electrons are embedded into it like raisins in a plum pudding. Means in this figure you can see this sphere, all the spheres consists of positive charge, and the small spheres you can see here, these represents electrons. Electrons are embedded into it like raisins in a plum pudding. So in an atom, total positive charge is equal to the total negative charge. Means suppose if 5 positive charges there, then 5 negative charges also there due to electrons, which results neutral. The net positive charge, the net charge is neutral. So that is why atom is neutral. So according to him, according to J.J. Thomson, this is also called plum pudding model. This is also called seeds. You can correlate this with watermelon also. Like the red part is the positive charge spread all over the watermelon, and the black seeds are the electrons that is embedded into the positive charge. So total positive charge is equal to total negative charge, resulting neutral atom. So you see here that electron is discovered by JJ has been who discovered electron? JJ Thomson. And what is the mass of electron? 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 28 gram. Or you can write 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. And charge of the electron? minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So in the next class, we will read about Rutherford model of an atom. So till then, study these topics. Thank you.